tonight. And as they say, 12-0 coming in. The Governors coming in off of a loss in 4 sets at Huron the other night. They're 4-7. 5-7 rather, and certainly maybe an opportunity to play up to the level of the competition, to take no disrespect or set no disrespect for anybody else, but just we expect kind of another level of volleyball with what we'll be able to give to you tonight when we see this Harrisburg Tiger team this evening. So we welcome you along with William Wilson in studio. He'll run the show from there, our DRG Media Group World Headquarters, and we also have Caleb Brozick running camera for Live Ticket. As always, you can view this match, as well as hear it, and you can do that on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com and the DRG News app. And if you don't have that, get that downloaded on your smartphone. Pierre in Harrisburg coming up. We've got all of the things that build a pregame show. Our pregame brought to you by Bank West. All coming up. This game brought to you also within the game by Gale's Gas Service, Cowboy Country Stores, Hermanson Endodontics, Family Dental at Pierre in Gettysburg, by Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, Coca-Cola Bottling, Comtech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Envirotech, Central Dakota Eye Care, and the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. But our pregame show is brought to you by Bank West. It's Bank West for the best. When we take a 3-minute break, we'll come back, take a look at the state of volleyball on this Thursday night, coming into another weekend. We've got coaches' conversations, keys to success, and starting lineups, all that and more. Starting in 3 minutes, it's your Bank West pregame show. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official home of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
A dedicated and skilled general service technician to join our dynamic team. If you're passionate about automotive service and looking for a rewarding career, we want to hear from you. 2 to 4 years required minimum related experience and or training. Flag rate or hourly options available. 401k, free individual health insurance, paid leave, company cabin in the Black Hills, on-site gym, and more. Contact Dave Lemieux at 605-224-5912 or stop by Vec Motors for more information.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Just as proud to offer the finest concrete solutions available for commercial and residential applications, as well as foundation and flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as a basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 an hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 3. That's 833-605-5483, extension 3, and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Back at Harrisburg High in the Metro, it's the Tigers against the Governors. Brian Oakland with you for play-by-play coming up in your official home of the Governors, River 92.7. Glad to have you aboard, and this is our Bank West pregame show. For those hitting the road this weekend, it's volleyball tonight. It's Governor football, for example, in Sturgis tomorrow, and it's boys soccer at Sioux Falls Lincoln in the second round of the AA boys postseason. The 7th-seeded Governors will take on the number 2 seed Sioux Falls Lincoln. Might as well tell you now we expect to have that one on the air. It'll be on KGFX with a 1 o'clock kickoff tomorrow, on Saturday rather. Governor boys soccer from Sioux Falls. Normally we do home games and focus on those, but hey, it's the postseason and the Governors deserve more coverage, obviously. Governor girls, though, unfortunately did get upset on Tuesday afternoon at home by Aberdeen Central. In that one, we'll talk more soccer a little bit later on. Let's talk more volleyball here, the state of volleyball coming up. But as mentioned, for those hitting the road, a quick reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety as they celebrate being a part of a team, reminding us all to buckle up every trip, every time, no matter how far as well. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Well, the Governors coming in a couple of 4-set losses so far this week, starting Saturday afternoon when they lost at Brandon Valley 3 games to 1. Govs won the first set 25-19 that particular day, but fell in the next 3. In Huron, it was the Tigers on Tuesday night winning 25-17, 25-12. Then the Governors got the third game 26-24, but Huron dominated the fourth set 25-12 to get their 5th win of the season. Meanwhile, Aberdeen Central went to T area, swept the Titans in 3 straight. Sioux Falls Jefferson beat Brookings 3 games to 1. Jefferson, by the way, is the last opponent for these Harrisburg Tigers. That was a week ago tonight, and Harrisburg beat the number 2 power-rated team in the state, Sioux Falls Jefferson, who has just that 1 loss on the season. We'll check the records and the power rankings momentarily, but Jefferson did beat Brookings in 4 Tuesday night. Watertown went to Sioux Falls. Roosevelt got a 3-game sweep as well. And meanwhile, also in Sioux Falls, it was Washington over Lincoln 3 games to 1. Out west, Sturgis make it Spearfish, defeating Sturgis 3 games to 1 in that one. Tonight, 5 more games, including here with Pierre at Harrisburg. Meanwhile, in the ESD, it's Brandon Valley down at Yankton. T area plays at Sioux Falls Lincoln tonight, while Sioux Falls Washington hosts O'Gorman. And out west, the Douglas Patriots will host Belle Fourche out of the Class A and Black Hills Conference there. Huron and Mitchell Friday and Saturday go out to Rapid City to play Stevens and Central. Meanwhile, the Governors will be back home on Saturday afternoon, a 1:30 first serve when they host the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. We'll have that one for you here on River 92.7. Starting at 1 o'clock with the pregame. Meanwhile, Harrisburg, after tonight, they're going to head down to Omaha, Nebraska to play some pretty good competition from Omaha Scott High School. And head coach Ronette Costain will give us more information on what they've got coming up this weekend when we talk to her in Keys to Success. It is Harrisburg 12-0 on the season. They went 31-0 last year. They, in fact, have won 59 matches straight. And in fact, Harrisburg, who won all of the undercard tonight, freshman A, freshman B, junior varsity, and sophomore, all of those teams, 4 levels, in addition to the varsity, the 5th level, have all remained unbeaten this season. So it's quite an accomplishment. Coach Costain said she's never even heard of that before, and she, I think, is coaching in her 27th or 28th year here at Harrisburg. So it's quite a thing they've got going on, no doubt about it, here in Harrisburg. The Tigers are 12-0, top-seeded, top-ranked. Sioux Falls Jefferson, as mentioned, first loss of the season last week to the Tigers. Jefferson is 11-1 in the second power-rated team. Sioux Falls Washington 10-2, moves up to 3. Watertown is 16-4. They are at 4. They were number 3 on Tuesday night. O'Gorman with an 8-4 mark passes Sioux Falls Roosevelt, who was 5, is now 6 after a loss Tuesday night. Roosevelt 10-7 on the season. Spearfish at 16-5 is in the 7th spot. Next opponent for the Govs, Aberdeen Central, Saturday afternoon. They're 9-4, and they still hold down a home spot in the top 8. With Rapid City Stevens, Brookings, Sioux Falls Lincoln, then Brandon Valley, Rapid City Central, Huron, on their win over the Governors the other night, moved up to number 14, while the Govs slipped to number 15 in the power rankings. Douglas is number 16. If the Sodak 16 started tonight, the Governors at 15 would go to number 2, Sioux Falls Jefferson. Harrisburg, the top seed, would host number 16, Douglas. It's Yankton, Mitchell, Sturgis, and T-Area, the 4 on the outside, looking in of a would-be Sodak 16. That's the state of volleyball in Class AA around South Dakota. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll talk with the coaches. Kerry Wheelhouse, the head coach of the Governors, was coaching freshmen tonight, both of the matches they had. So in the meantime, we talked with junior varsity coach Chloe Kaiser. We'll start our Keys to Success conversation with Miss Chloe coming up. We'll also hear from Ronette Costain of the Harrisburg Tigers, and Keys to Success from Central Dakota Eye Care coming up in 3 minutes. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball, your official home of the Govs, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Custom home build within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Governor Volleyball on the air. Let's talk Keys to Success. Kerry Wheelhouse, the head coach, is coaching the freshmen, so we're going to chat with junior varsity head coach Chloe Kaiser in preparation for a matchup, coach, with the Harrisburg Tigers. And you know, there's no mistake. They're the best team in the state, but you know, in coming into this one, you look back on a matchup with Huron and a 3-1 loss, and just another one of those games where you know, things kind of go bad, and it's tough to correct. Unfortunately, tonight you don't have that opportunity, because if you get off to a slow start, it's going to be tough coming back against the team you'll see tonight.
Yeah, you know, we're going into it with the mentality of why not? right? Why not us for a set? Why not us for 2 sets? And why not us for the whole thing? You can't go into a game like this expecting a win. I think some of the girls unfortunately expected that win in Huron and come back and bites you in the butt every now and then. So coming into this just strong, just why not us? Could be us, could be them. It's a game of volleyball, it's a game of mistakes. So coming in strong and confident in our own skills, definitely. That's what we focused on yesterday.
We watched your junior varsity team, and you lost in a couple of sets, but right off the bat, you're staring down these bullets of hard hitting balls, and and granted it's a junior varsity team, but they still play like varsities on that other side, and you really it seemed like a good fearless defense you had going.
Yeah, we really focused on that. We've been doing a lot of position split stuff, and I got the gun out at practice at them this last week, and I just cranked it and I said, it's coming. Whether you're ready or not, it's going to come, and you've got to be still and you've got to be stopped, and you're going to get this ball up. I've been working on specifically with the DSs of having the mentality of it's just got to go up. I don't care if it's 10 feet up. I don't care if it's out. Somebody's got to run it down. It's got to go up. You got to give your team that chance to get the ball over, to do something, to make them have the mistakes.
And it's in the varsity ranks, I think in that back row, especially in Huron, from my vantage point, there's still just too many balls that are going right back to the net and not getting the good pass to the setter. Obviously, that's kind of not just tonight, but something you want to improve on down the stretch and keep getting better.
Yeah, we've got to keep our setters. We're working them way too hard. They have a hard enough job as it is, so we're always pushing our passers. Unfortunately, just be like, you know what? It starts with you. A hitter isn't going to get the best hit of their life unless you start with that great pass. So you've got to step up and be the job back there on the back floor. And we're working on keeping the setters off. Hopefully tonight they can just get a nice high ball off and give the setters plenty of room to get around and set our hitters up for success, because our hitters are going to have to play a smart night tonight.
Well, and again with Harrisburg, a 2-time defending champion, and I think really, they're gonna play well offensively, but they're gonna play tough defense as well. And it's if you get it past the front line, then good luck getting it past an all-state libero and a good back line too. Yeah,
of course. These are the games that I try to convince that these are the fun games. These are the things where you're going to see somebody do something and you're going to say, I want to do that. And then you're going to get in the gym tomorrow for practice and you're like, I want to practice that, because you see how good it is and you're like, no, I can do that. So we kind of just accepted that they're going to have routes at us. They're going to have those great hits that we just have to say, you know what? Yep, you're the number 1 ranked team for a reason. That right there is that reason, but we're not going to go down without giving you something back. So,
but keys to success, I think, are dig all night, frustrate them, and maybe you can find yourself into some system and try to make them make mistakes. But bottom line, you got to stay focused and you got to stay ready for that next one coming at you.
Yeah, bottom line for me is we got to compete. Our girls, I think, are just rolling over too easy once they get in those ruts. They're just accepting it. They're thinking it's too hard to come back, and we've got to step up and compete for tonight.
All right, Coach. Looking forward to it. Good luck.
Thanks.
That's Chloe Kaiser, the head coach, the assistant coach, we should say. She's the JV head coach, again, pinch hitting at least in keys to success. Her head coach, Carrie Wheelhouse, who is here, but once again was coaching the freshmen when we had that little chat with Coach Kaiser in that one. Keys to Success are sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in our River 92.7 broadcast. Let's hear from CDE, and we are back with Ronette Costain, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers, as our coverage of Pierre volleyball continues here on River 92.7.
Did you know 16 million Americans suffer from dry eye? Hi, this is Dr. Nick Marso of Central Dakota Eye Care. Along with providing comprehensive eye exams evaluating vision and health of your eyes, we now offer IPL dry eye treatments. OptiLight IPL is a new, innovative light therapy treatment for dry eye and is FDA approved. Also available at our clinic are dry eye products and supplements. Call us today, 224-6128, for more information and to schedule an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Our keys to success continue with Ronette Costain, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. And coach, again, with your young squad, but still an undefeated year last year. It's obviously 12-0. It's more of the same of what's going on this year. I guess first question is, you come off of really maybe one of your biggest tests of the year in Sioux Falls Jefferson. You get a good sweep. Obviously, things are going well. What's not going well right now, if there is anything?
Well, I've got a sinus infection if you guys are really looking for something. No, truly though, the team is just playing really good volleyball. They've earned it. They work their tails off. They work in the off season. Every practice that we're coming into, we feel like our best competition is ourselves right now because our practices are brutal. They look like games. And they don't back down. They don't like to lose in any way, shape, or form, whether it's a drill or just a scrimmage type situation. It's tooth and nail.
I'm curious about that Jefferson team. It seems to me like they lost a bunch from last year, but here they are, and that was their first loss of the year last week when you beat them.
Looking at their roster, they got a ton of seniors, though, and they played against those kids that graduated last year, and they had to battle every single day, so that made them tenfold better. And they've got some keys back for that actually played last year, and they're helping those younger kids with a little bit less experience along, and it's paying off. They look good. They were running all kinds of different options and things for this early in the season. That's a pretty good, solid team there.
Yeah, and this Pierre team sees them a little bit later on, but now you take on a Pierre team tonight that also lost a lot. It's a whole new lineup, and I don't know what you've seen out of Pierre so far, but I'm sure you probably feel you go out there and take care of business and just play your game, and good things will continue to happen.
Yeah, you can't overlook anybody, and like you said, they are young, so what we see now may not be what we see later on from them in the season, and we recognize that. So we're going to honor that, respect that, and just, like you said, play Harrisburg volleyball.
And you never know. I mean, it could be a Sodak 16 matchup you see later on, too.
Yeah, very well could. All the numbers there, I think, are going to be switching quite a bit. As the season goes on, you can see some of those teams that are had easier schedules, like us early on, played some hard ones here. We finally went into the Metro last week, and now we're going down to the Scott, Nebraska tournament. That'll be a good challenge for us.
As you get toward the tail end of the season now, I mean, here we are past the halfway point. What is it that you're still working on and trying to improve upon a little bit?
We talked to the kids about always being better than you were the day before, even if it's by 1%. And so just the kids hitting different kinds of shots, not becoming predictable. We always know everybody's going to key on Gabby outside. So making sure that everybody's contributing and seeing the ball and taking a little bit of that weight off of her too. Because then she gets to do more fun things. You're going to see some things from Gabby that are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
She's hitting roll shots, tips. She sees the court so well, and her defense is phenomenal. I would say that is probably the most impressive thing that I've seen this season is how well our defense is amped up.
Players like Gabby and everybody else that you've got, Maggie Meister, who's going to SSU, I believe it is, yes. Kara Leach as well, playing in the next level. What's the lifestyle of a young lady like this, and how many days of the year are they putting an hour of volleyball activity in?
Oh, a lot. Like I can tell you that there's more days they're playing volleyball than days that they're not. Whether it's even if they're not touching a ball itself, they're getting in the weight room. They're doing conditioning programs. They're watching film. We get to doing scouting programs. I've sat and watched a whole game, and they'll come in and they're going to tell me a bunch about the kids that they know. It's miraculous. Their volleyball IQ is extremely high.
Absolutely. So, Coach, we're looking forward to it. Always appreciate your time. Good luck tonight. Right?
Thank you.
That's Ronette Costain, the head coach of the Harrisburg Tigers. This is a team that people can really learn a lot just by watching and studying. They are number one, and they are two-time defending state champions for a reason, and something worth tuning in for tonight. We'll see if the Governors can compete. That was key to success from Chloe Kaiser. They want to compete, and hopefully that will be the case. Keys to Success brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Another 3-minute timeout, and your starting lineups will be next. Starters come to us courtesy of Envirotech in our pregame, and we're back with more Pierre Governor volleyball in 3 minutes here on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
This is Coach Scott Nye from your Pierre Governors and the team at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, where we focus on coaching something just as important, your finances. Everyone needs guidance through life's key financial decisions and challenges, not to mention the opportunity to feel confident that their retirement strategy will help them pursue the lifestyle they've dreamed about. As you're looking for the right team to assist you, we're right up the street and ready to provide you the help that can make all the difference. Contact our Pierre office today by visiting rankygray.com.
not just a job. Beck Motor Company is seeking a dedicated and skill-related experience and or training. Flag rate or hourly options available, 401k, free individual health insurance, paid leave, a company cabin in the Black Hills, on-site gym, and more. Contact Dave Lemieux at 605-224-5912 or stop by Beck Motors for more information.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
And just as proud to offer the finest concrete solutions available for commercial and residential applications, as well as foundation and flat work. The bottom line, if you need anything done with concrete, we can do it. Superior Concrete. Give us a call today for an estimate or more information. That's Superior Concrete. Find us on Facebook or call the office at 605-494-0102. That's 494-0102. Call today.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as a basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 an hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 3. That's 833-605-54.
Tonight, here is the Pierre Governors try to battle up against the Harrisburg Tigers. Let's meet the Tigers and their starters. Starting lineups in our broadcast are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. In the back row, it's Lindsey Langner, a defensive specialist, a 5'7" junior. I'm kind of assuming my way through some of these, but we saw this team at the state tournament last year, and everybody is back from that undefeated state championship team a year ago. Really, the player that makes this team go, at least from the passing standpoint, will be Jocelyn Samuels, a talented 6-foot freshman. She's the setter and a big weapon for the Harrisburg Tigers. Setting up for the hitters, including Kennedy Kokenge, a 5'8" sophomore on the outside. Carolyn Leach is a 5'9" senior, middle and right side specialist. Leach is playing at Augustana next year. Bergen Stiff is a 5'11" sophomore in the middle. And the name that you'll be hearing an awful lot tonight, Gabby Zachariasen, a 6-foot junior, hitting on the outside. She's the reigning Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year as a sophomore from a year ago. And on a good path to probably earn that honor once again. So Langner, Zachariasen, Stiff, Samuels, Leach, Kokenge, the starting 6. Maggie Meister is a next level libero, as well as she is set to play at South Dakota State University next season, a 5'7" senior. So as we say, if you're the Governors, if you get it through that front line, you still have to get it down past the back line as well. Harrisburg is 12-0. Head coach is Ronette Costain. The veteran running the program, assisted by Kay Delores, Chelsea Murphy, Alyssa Chambers, and Rob Wilson. And here's what the Governors will bring tonight in some fashion. Ellie Brower's a setter at 5'7", a senior. Sloan Waldron setting as well, a 5'7" junior. Hadley Hart playing in the back row, the 5'6" junior. J.C. Bauer hitting up front, 5'10", and a senior. Had a quick start at Huron the other night, but going to need more of that tonight. Addison Soma, the 5'9" senior, setting and hitting both. And Campbell Cronin, 5'11", and a senior in the middle for the Governors. Browers, Waldron, Hart, Bauer, Cronin, Soma, the starting 6. Ava Swenson and Kira Gossman will be in there as well. Swenson, a 5'5" senior defensive specialist. Gossman, the 5'7" senior on the outside. Grace Hanton is the libero, a 5'8" senior for the Governors. Molly Olson will still be in there to do some setting tonight as well, a 5'6" sophomore for Pierre. 5-7 on the season, 15th in the power rankings right now. Head coach is Kerry Wheelhouse, assisted by Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, and Peyton Gall. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. And the other starting lineup tonight is the naming of tonight's game officials. Game officials are brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Tonight's law on the court. At the net will be Beth Conroy and Dave Bestie. In the corners will be Bob Hirsch and Becky Jensen. 2 minutes and we're back with Governor Volleyball.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use the mobile app Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule due to weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
This is Coach Scott Nye from your Pierre Governors and the team at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, where we focus on coaching something just as important, your finances. Everyone needs guidance through life's key financial decisions and challenges, not to mention the opportunity to feel confident that their retirement strategy will help them pursue the lifestyle they've dreamed about. As you're looking for the right team to assist you, we're right up the street and ready to provide you the help that can make all the difference. Contact our Pierre office today by visiting rankygray.com.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Back in Harrisburg as we continue our Bank West pregame show, coming up close to the opening serve tonight. The Governors on the floor getting announced, and their starting lineup actually includes Ava Swenson in the back row. It's Savannah Fullerton up front, 5'8" senior. Kind of missed on Savannah earlier, didn't mean to do that. J.C. Bauer, Campbell Cronin, Addison Soma, also Molly Olson starting at the setter spot with Grace Hanton, the libero. Governors are in road blacks tonight, green numbers and trim. They'll be hitting from far court to near court. Grace Hanton in the white jersey for the Governors. Harrisburg will be in their home whites with maroon numbers, gold trim. Maggie Meister is the libero in the maroon jersey, hitting near court to far. If you're watching this one at drgnews.com or on your DRG News app, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
KTFX FM and K296FI Pierre. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Comtech opening serve is coming up next. Let's hear from Comtech, and we're shooting volleyballs back and forth. When we come back, you're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Welcome to our coverage of high school volleyball tonight. That a game that on the original schedule to start the season was going to be Tuesday of next week, but it somehow got moved back to this Friday, or this Thursday, tonight. That was actually a while ago when that happened, but here we are playing volleyball tonight. It's volleyball tonight on River 92.7. It's football at Sturgis tomorrow. It's volleyball on River 92.7 Saturday afternoon against Aberdeen Central, but we'll also have, again, playoff Governor boys soccer Saturday afternoon on KGFX from Sioux Falls Lincoln. The Comtech first serve put in play by the Pierre Governors and Molly Olson. Harrisburg setting things up, not getting in system right away. The Govs will have a chance. First one up from J.C. Bauer on the attack, but she will miss on the Governor left side. That one stays in the net, but again, Govs do get in system there. And a good strong swing from J.C. Bauer, even though it was no good. the Tigers will get the first point, but Bauer with a good swing there. And a service ace to start for Kennedy Kokenge for Harrisburg. And the Governors let that one go, and Kokenge finds the back end line on the far end of the floor. Here we are on the elevated level of the Harrisburg corner of this court. Now Ava Swenson got the ball up, but Molly Olson could not run it down. Back-to-back aces for Kokenge. Harrisburg scores the first three. Another key to success when you're playing Harrisburg, don't help them. They don't need help. You certainly want to minimize errors. Here's one that finds its way down. And Addison Soma coming up on the left side, hits one to the back corner. Didn't hit it very hard, but as Kokenge let it fall, it is in the back corner right below us. The Governors have their first point of the evening. Trailing 3-1, Savannah Fullerton serving away. Lindsay Langner with the play up here. Now a first look at Gabby Zachariasen. From Langner to Jocelyn Samuels to Gabby Zachariasen on the left side, and that was a sharp angle. She found her way out on the left edge and put that ball down right near the 10-foot line on the scorer's table side. Zachariasen battling here with, I believe that was Bauer out on the Governor right side, if not Soma, but Zachariasen wins the battle here. And Harrisburg has a 5-1 lead. They move quickly. Swenson did what she could to return the serve. It was back to the net. Governors had it, but got a free ball out. Now on the move on the right side, that roll shot, that slide play, and Bergen Stiff is set up nicely by Samuels, and Stiff gets one through the Governor block, and it's down for a 6-1 lead. First three to Harrisburg. The Governors had a side out. Harrisburg's got another three in a row. And here Swenson lets one go, and this one is fair by plenty. And this is Carolyn Leach with an ace. 3 aces already, the first 7 points. Swenson returns another one. That's back to the net, but a good job blocking by Soma. The Governors will defend, and Soma back bumps one over the net. Off the net, as it turns out. Zachariasen taps one over the block, and the Governors are late. And Gabby Z will put her third one home. Governors need an early Coca-Cola timeout here. 8-1, we're just underway in game number 1 of the way to 25. Got to win by 2, of course, playing the best 3 of 5 here in Harrisburg. Let's pause for 30 seconds in this Coca-Cola timeout. This is Governor Volleyball.
Your allies.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Starting the first back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Beautiful lob serve across, this time by Leach. We'll pick up another service ace as the Governors were a step off the pace on trying to return that one. Now Leach brings the heat, but Molly Olson plays this one up. Here's a swing left side for Campbell Cronin, her first attempt of the night, but that one is low and in the net. And this service run suddenly up to 7. Of course, we talked about Tuesday night, all the service rallies that Huron had. And that was certainly key to their success. On the move, Governors get a good block this time, but it's back on the Harrisburg side. Now Samuels over, Hanton gets a pancake up, and good return by the Govs, but here the Tigers keep coming. Zachariasen tries to go down the left sideline this time, but hooks it wide. And a side out to the Governors. It'll be 2 serving 10. Pierre, of course, already a big bit of work to do. J.C. Bauer ready to serve. Ava Swenson checking out. Kira Gossman coming in for the front row for the first time. And Jocelyn Samuels gets the return of serve. She gets up and slam dunks it with 2 hands. And gets that one over. And another one and done there for the Governors. Samuels just makes that look so easy. It almost looks literally like a slam dunk, but it kind of looks like a catch and throw at the same time. At any rate, here comes Cronin on the move, and Campbell Cronin will pick up her first kill. Governors with their second here in the early going. 3 serving 11. Here comes Ellie Browers in for the first time as Molly Olson is out of the back row. Serving is Addie Soma, and this one too long and too strong. Obviously, with Governor fans will hope to see a bunch of service points tonight. It's tough to string them together against this Harrisburg squad. There's a high attack serve by Zachariasen, but her first attempt at that tonight stays low, and it's into the net. 12-4. Governor JVs and sophomores, they do that over chant when a server from the other team doesn't make it. And I don't know if you want to be taunting a player like Gabby Zachariasen. Meanwhile, Harrisburg comes back off of the next Governor serve, and Kaya Keegan is on the floor for the Tigers. She's up front. She's a 6'4" junior, and she got that one to go for a 13-4 lead. But here's Ellie Browers up front. Now the Governors with a line drive pass to the setter, and Browers gets the left-handed hook over and down. And as we trade side outs, as it turns out, the Governors actually looking a little bit comfortable here. Swenson is back in. She'll serve. Gossman quickly out. 13-5. Swenson had a dying quail on that, but Harrisburg able to play it up. Hanton has to dive, but makes a good play. Here come the Governors, and J.C. Bauer gets one down in front of Kaya Keegan. And that is a service point for the Govs, their first of the night. Now 6 serving 13, Bauer's first kill. Swenson from the middle of the service line, and that one about to sail, but Zachariasen makes a play on it. Tigers will push one away from the left side, power tap, but it's a little bit wide from Kokenge. And Pierre with another one. 7 serving 13, and as we said, just maybe starting to feel a little bit of a rhythm and a little bit of a heightened competition level if you're the Governors. But Kokenge has other ideas this time now as Harrisburg gets her in system. The 5'8" sophomore Kennedy Kokenge, she's not the biggest name on this team, but she, as Zachariasen plays through the back row, Kennedy Kokenge is a very good front row player. Harrisburg serving. The Governors will try to set something up, but Bauer, little half-hearted swing on it. Now Leach on the move. Little tapper is over and down up front for the Govs. On the Governor's side, Carolyn Leach has her first kill. This is what Harrisburg can do. Already 6 different players with at least 1 kill here in our first set. 15-7. Tigers serve, and this one gets by Waldron. She made a play on it, but hit it in the wrong direction. Another ace this time, as serving is Lindsay Langner. That's the 5th ace of this first set already for the Tigers. Not quite in system for the Govs. Here's Zachariasen from the back row, dug up by Swenson. Nice play there. Now Bauer swinging. It's off the net. Kokenge one hands it back to the Governors. Here's Browers with the swing, and that one goes to the Tiger bench, and much too high and too long and out of bounds. Good swing, but you got to get on top of them. And when you're just 5'6" or 5'7", sometimes that's not the easiest thing to do. 17-7. Langner serving here. Waldron in front of Hanton. Governors free-balled one back to the net, but Samuels couldn't put it away. They will send it out to Kokenge, however, left side. On the next opportunity, Swenson with a good effort, but couldn't make a play on it, and Kokenge has her second kill, now 18-7. Govs had a few in a row a little bit ago, but Harrisburg has already erased that. They're scoring 5 in a row and counting here. Browers with a 2-hand push across. Now Leach, and Hanton could not get underneath this one. That's just another little tap. Talk about floor vision, court awareness. All of these talented Tigers have exactly that. They lead by 12. Langner serves. It's Hanton here to Waldron up front. Now a good swing, but this time Bauer misses a little bit long. Second time out here in game number 1 will be taken by Kerry Wheelhouse and the Governors. Their fourth error makes it 20-7. Harrisburg certainly off and running here. Game number 1. We'll take another 30-second Coca-Cola break. We're back with more Pierre Governor volleyball.
South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Protect what matters most with the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, American Family Insurance. Our personalized insurance solutions ensure you're covered, no matter what life throws your way. From home and auto to farm, commercial, and life, we tailor policies
so
to
far
fit
here in this first set as they come out in system, but there's a defensive play made by the Tigers. Up front, Leach and Kokenge teaming up. Carolyn Leach will get the ace block of Ellie Browers here. Tigers lead by 2 touchdowns now, looking for 4 more. Serve this time up the right sideline, but Langner's run-in serve will miss, or will come to an end. That was 8 in a row there for Harrisburg. 8 serving 21. And the Governors know the task in front of them, certainly not an easy one. They're just trying to play as best they can here. They got some hop in the step. Olsen serves. Governors with a nice block, but this time a hot shot from Kokenge, and that one zips past Grace Hanton. Kennedy Kokenge now leads the Tigers with 4 in the kill column. 22-8. Kokenge back to serve. First full rotation. She missed this one. That one stays low and in the net. And a rare miss there, but 3 service errors. Of course, the Tigers, as they do everything aggressively, they also serve very aggressively. 9 serving 22. Fullerton serving for Pierre. And a miscommunication, very rare. Samuels tried to set one to the back row for Kokenge, but Lindsay Langner, the defensive specialist, wanted to take a swing. And 2 players in the same place at the wrong time, so to speak. There's Samuels as she'll 2-hand one through the block and down. And again, play like that, it's I see that, and it just looks, she makes it look that well. She does it so well, it almost looks illegal. I mean, that's the way it is. 23-10, it's the Tigers lead. A rare free ball back. This one comes right across the net. Hatton with a touchy pass. But doing a good job. Campbell Cronin with a good swing, but that's dug up. And here comes Zachariasen again left side, and that one past the ear of J.C. Bauer up front. So 4 kills for Gabby Zachariasen, and we've got set point in favor of Harrisburg. 24-10. Carolyn Leach to Hanton. That one sailed right at the last moment, but Pierre is able to free ball one back. Samuels to the back row. There's Langner trying to take one all her own, but this one is a little bit long. And set point will have to wait for Harrisburg. It's 11 serving 24. Out goes Swenson for the Governors. In comes Gossman up front. Bauer serves. No. It's in the net. Just the second service error, but the Governors will give Harrisburg their 25th point, and on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's the Tigers winning game number 1 by the score of 25-11. Every bit as good as advertised. The Harrisburg Tigers leading 1-0 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As we pause for 2 minutes, we'll come back. Game number 2 coming up next. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official home of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Unique needs. With our dedicated team and exceptional service, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're in good hands. Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC.
Best of luck in today's competition to the Potter County Battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy, your local agronomy experts. Black Sheep Agronomy wants you to have a successful farm plan and is focused on products and practices that work in this region. As community members themselves, Tyler, Tice, and Austin support area students who work hard in their school and extracurricular activities. Good luck, battlers from Black Sheep Agronomy. Call 842-6104 for all your agronomy needs.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Harvest is in full swing, and Grossenberg Implement has the integrated solution staff to help you. Don't trust just anyone with your data. Give their staff at any of their 9 locations a call to review your harvest data through John Deere Operations Center. Many changes have been made to this useful tool, and their staff is trained to get you through it. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the
other half. Redder this time by Leach. Once again, a serve by the Govs returned over the net. And that's just a recurring theme. It was Leach with another kill. First 6 to the Tigers. Alexis Schleckaway has checked in to take the place of Ava Swenson in the back line for the Governors. Pierre taps one back. Here's Zachariasen, 8 feet off the net. That one off of a block that'll go over the rest of the defense. And it's out of bounds. Zachariasen scores first of the game and 5th of the night. 7-0 Harrisburg as Kokenge will continue to serve. Schleckaway underneath that one. Got it up to the center and a cross-court effort by Soma that just misses wide. sometimes if you're going to score against Harrisburg, that's what you need, the sharp angles, and Soma had that, but just a little bit too much, as it turned out, as that one still missed out of bounds. Here returning here, but there's another block, this time by Carolyn Leach. Carrie Wheelhouse, snake bitten here, will have to take her first time out in the second set. Leach with her.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
What if we said back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box? Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Bank, member FDIC.
Back in H'burg, once again, the Tigers out to a 9-0 lead. They won the first set 25-11 over the Governors. Governors trying to kind of just improve as they go along, but then you run into a buzzsaw like this, and it certainly isn't easy. Pierre in system coming out of the next time out and serve, but a good block by the Tigers, and the Governors are forced to free ball the return this time. Samuels out to Leach, and that is good in the back right corner. Leach on the move on the right side. Chloe Kaiser, whom we talked with in Keys to Success, said they know, the Governors know, they're going to see different routes from Harrisburg, and just a simple slide play. Governors tried to get one across, then Zachariasen blocked it back. Now a big swing, but Pierre is able to defend. Pushed back by Olsen to the corner. On the move, Leach again. Hanton stares it down, but did everything she could to try to get a reflex dig. The Governors played a pretty good volley point this time, but still, Harrisburg comes up with the winner. 4 kills for Leach. In game number 2, the lead is 11-0. Here's Cronin, or Bauer swinging, but the Governors will defend the block this time. Now Samuels out to Zachariasen again. And Gabby Z, as I call her, gets up high, and she hits the top of the net a little more than you would expect, and she did on that one. But even then, she's got such a power punch and on her fastball. But it's so tough to defend. And as the Govs defend another block, J.C. Bauer, as the hands come up underneath the net. I think that was Leach, if not Samuels, once again. You see all the weapons that this team has. Kennedy Kokinch, a 13-0 lead. And Pierre will miss as Bauer had to try to reach and tap it across. You try and try and try everything you can, but sometimes it's like nothing works. And it doesn't help when you return the serve back to the net. Harrisburg will swing, and the Governors get a touch on it. That is Samuels who takes the swing. Set back up by Leach from the middle. And Jocelyn Samuels has her 3rd kill, but this one on full attack mode. It's 15-0. J.C. Bauer is going to check out and get a break. The Governors will send in Allie Keys, 5'8" sophomore. Keys played well a couple of weeks ago in a win over T Area. And the Governors cross the center line. It's one of the things we talked about earlier. Don't help them. The Harrisburg Tigers don't need help, and that was an unforced mistake there. Now 16-0. Here's a net serve that crawls across, and it's down for Kokinch. Nothing the Govs can do on that. 5 aces for Kokinch. It's 17-0. Sometimes you come into a match like this, and you just worry that something like this might happen. This team is just that good. Here come the Governors with the block, but that's kept alive by Meister. She gets it across. Now Molly Olsen tried to catch him off guard to no avail. Then pushed away by Soma. Here's Zacharias on left side. Soma and Fullerton try to block, but it's across to the far side. And Zachariasen with another kill. It's up to 18 now. Harrisburg's trying to shut out the Governors here in the second set. Good save here by Olsen at the net. Pierre pushes it away. Zachariasen again. A dig here by Schleck away, but the third touch by Keys as they try to free ball it from the front row. Stays on the Pierre side. That was a great effort by Pierre. But Harrisburg, you can tell their fans want to see a blanking of the Governors here in game number 2. It's 19-0 and a Coca-Cola timeout called by the Governors. As we'll pause for 30 seconds, we're back with more Governor Volleyball.
Bank isn't a place to lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're thinking of a new or used car... Back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union press box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Tigers still have a goose egg on the Pierce side of the scoreboard here. Game number 2, it's 19-0. Welcome back out of the Coca-Cola break. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Governors no system. And they can't get a good block of Carolyn Leach on the slide play. Fullerton was there, but unable to keep it in play. Leach with 5 kills in this set. 6 overall. Kokenge across. Hatton will play it up. Olsen here. Good swing this time by Keys in the corner, and the Governors will get one to go. The Governor bench comes to life. That's Allie Keys who had the good block, and the first attempt in the back row for Harrisburg went back near the scorer's table, and they couldn't make a play. Now one serving 20. It was a 20-0 run, obviously. Leach dug up by Fullerton. Second touch by Soma is back. Here comes Zachariasen, again swinging a ball off the net. Olsen will push one back. It's Langner this time to Samuels. Little tap for Leach, and it's good. You try to double up the block, and Leach pulls the string. Schleck away, a little slow in the back line. Kara Leach again with that good court awareness. 20-1 here. And there was a delay of something. Dave Bestie, the floor official, is talking in the Governor direction, and Carrie Wheelhouse just not sure she knows what even what he's saying, but now she's looking at her bench. One of the Governors might have, I don't know if somebody checked in undetected or what. Floor official just verifying Pierre's rotation at this point. 19 in a row to start the set for the Tigers. Pierre got a kill from Allie Keys, but then side out back to Harrisburg on the last point. Campbell Cronin has to come back out. Savannah Fullerton is in. Fullerton came out after that last point, and as they play the Jeopardy theme here in the Harrisburg gym. Once again, back-to-back-to-back nights and days. High school sports here for the Governors on River 92.7 volleyball tonight. The Governor football team tries to break a 4-game skid as they head out to the hills tomorrow. It'll be Pierre at Woodle Field to take on the Sturgis Scoopers. We'll have a 6:25 pregame, 7 o'clock Central Time kickoff tomorrow. That game is set for 6 o'clock Mountain Time to kick off in Sturgis. 3 straight Black Hills teams for the Governors to close out their season. Sturgis tomorrow, Spearfish next Friday. And then the Douglas Patriots on the road on the final Thursday of the regular season. All right, everything is switched up again, but the Governors, I think, were charged a penalty point. Harrisburg awarded that one, so now it's 21-1. Game 2, Carolyn Leach serving. Fullerton will swing out on the Governor right side. Kokenge was there. Now the Governors get a block, and it's Fullerton denying the attack swing of Bergen Stiff. Savannah Fullerton will give the Governors another one. 21-2, Harrisburg. Fullerton back to serve now. And Zachariasen off of a quick set right in the middle. Harrisburg's offense is so fast. It is so difficult to just get in position sometimes. I think that was the case there for the Governors. 22-2. Harrisburg had the first one, 25-11. Samuels serves this time. Here's Cronin with a hot shot. And Campbell Cronin is one of the players on the Governor's side who can really get a sharp angle down. And here, you see what the Governors are capable of when they get in system. And they themselves get a quick point, just like Harrisburg had the previous time. That was 22-3, Schleckaway coming out. Gossman is in up front now for the Governors. Harrisburg will play up the next serve of the Govs, and they'll just put it over to Gabby Zachariasen. Let her do her thing, and she gets one down. Zachariasen with 4 in the first, 4 in the second. 23-3 our score. Zachariasen tried an attack serve a la beach volleyball last time, but this one she stays down. Harrisburg gets a tap on the first return attempt by the Governors. Pierre had it back, and a long back bump by Kira Gossman. Here's a big swing out on the right side, this time by Emma Masselink, who's in there off the bench with a big lead for Harrisburg. And another hot shot with Hanton digging that one up. That was Julia Masselink. And here is Stiff in the middle. Through the block, and the back row attempt of Hadley Hart unsuccessful. That'll be Stiff with another kill here. I think I missed one from Bergen before. 24-3, this is set point. Harrisburg looking to go up 2. Hanton's return is up off the basketball structure, quickly back down, but the Governors are able to return for the win. Here, Stiff off the net, and that ricochets to the far side, but it's out of bounds. And that'll finally be the first error of the second set for Harrisburg as they lead 24-4. Molly Olson is out. It's Addie Soma back to serve. 4 serving 24. Meister with a perfect pass up to Samuels, and the tapper here. Good for Bergen Stiff. And there you go. A huge blowout this time for the Harrisburg Tigers. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, they'll take a 2-0 lead, defeating the Governors 25-4. And again, a 2-0 lead. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We're halfway home, 2 down, 1 to go. For the Tigers, let's call it halftime. And halftime in our broadcast sponsored by Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial on East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Pickup or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners.
Back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union press box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
6777. That's 605-224-6777. Office is located at 740 East Sioux Avenue, Pierre, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Back in Harrisburg as the Governors will serve first. Welcome to game number 3, but Harrisburg scored 19 straight to start. That second set, Comtech first serve is put back in play, and Pierre will claim the first one as Kennedy Kokens tried to put one across, but from a sharp angle. That was a good first serve by Molly Olson to get, again, good aggressive serve to get Harrisburg scrambling. Olson this time has it played up, and Jocelyn Samuels will tap the second touch over the top, off the net and over Savannah Fullerton. That finds its way down. Well, at least the Govs won't worry about being shut out in this one like we were worried about it being the case in the last game. Campbell Cronin with a big swing, but it's off the net. Now Zachariasen off of a Soma block is down and out of bounds, but that's a point for Zachariasen, her 9th. And Harrisburg with a quick 2 coming back after the Governors had scored the first point of the third set here. Soma sets one up on the return. Will get it right back. She'll go to Maggie Meister, though. Meister with an easy dig. Zachariasen once again off the net. This one ricochets toward the near side away from all Governors, and it finds its way down in fair play. 3-1. Mentioned a little bit ago that Gabby Z does hit a lot of balls off the net, but I think that's just all in kind of trying to make sure that what J.C. Bauer fell into here doesn't happen. Zachariasen knows you've got to be on top of the ball to get to increase your chances of getting an attack spike to kill. The difference is in just those 2 points at the very least. There's a good hustle play by Hanton to keep one alive. Bauer punches one back. Now in the middle. Power tap by Leach. Ava Swenson back there. Returns it. There's a big shot. That might have been the hardest hit ball of the night. That went cleanly through from Zachariasen. She's got 3 in a row now. And Harrisburg at 5-1. Zachariasen with 11 kills so far on the evening. Here's Fullerton. Hits one over the block, but Meister is there again, and this time Hanton saw the tap coming, but as she tried to dive, it looked like her foot just went right out from under or behind her, and another tap here. Good for, who was that? Leach, I believe, got the last one, and now an ace here for Kennedy Kokens, her 6th of the night. Once again, Harrisburg is doing what Harrisburg does. Hanton plays this one over. Olson got the second one across, but it's kept off the floor by Lindsay Langner, and then another Zachariasen shot out on the left side. Olson looked like she had one there, but the Harrisburg defense in the back row quick enough to the punch. Kokens now misses one in the net, just her second miss in serve against 6 aces. As Grace Hanton will check out, Savannah Fullerton is back to serve. It's 8-2. We're in the third as Harrisburg plays for the sweep. 25-11, 25-4. In the first 2, Fullerton will hit one a little bit long, and Harrisburg communicating well on that one. 3 misses in serve for the Governors. No aces. Usually a pretty good serving team are the Govs as far as the ace totals, but Harrisburg's just a team that doesn't let much fall, and they play everything up. Here's a battle at the net, and Harrisburg will win that one. Stiff is in the mix, so is Samuels. Morgan Stiff with the Ace block this time, her first. 10-2. Harrisburg cruising again early on. Here's Cronin missing one on the left end line. Becky Jensen, the line judge, had to dance away from that one, but saw it come down a little bit long. Governors will scramble to return this one. Cronin calls for it. Stiff will take it at the 10-foot line. Good pass up. Just a push out. Now Cronin gets a swing, but it comes right back to her. Ace block for Stiff. And Campbell Cronin just couldn't make a play on that. Stiff with a couple of blocks now in this most recent service run. 12-2. The serve is over Cronin. It's in front of the back line players, and it's another ace here, this time for Carolyn Leach. Another 5-point service run. Tigers making quick work of the Governors so far. They're already halfway home here in the third set as they play for a sweep. Zachariason's off the net. That ricochets it away from Hanton. And still, it's down for a 5th kill in the set. And once again, a snake-bitten head coach in Kerry Wheelhouse will take a timeout here. Timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. 30-second Coke break, and we're back with more Pierre Governor volleyball.
A safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
To the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Dinner.
Back in Harrisburg, it's 14-2. The Governors just calling timeouts, trying to make sure everybody stays focused. They have, in my opinion, still been playing very hard, but Harrisburg is such a well-oiled machine that even the bounces tend to go their way. We've seen that a handful of times. First time out taken here by the Govs in the third set. Student body has got plenty to say. I have a nephew in that student body over there. I'm gonna have to have some words with him a little bit later on. Here's J.C. Bauer trying to push. That was blocked back. The Govs keep it alive and they get it returned. Now out on the left side, down the line, power tap. Govs have to one hand, one back themselves. Here's Stiff as that one is at the net. It will not clear. Governors had a good block presence that time. 6 in a row comes to an end this time. Now 14-3. 3 serving 14. Alexa Schleckaway will get a service opportunity here. Swenson is out, Gossman is in up front for Pierre. Chance out on the left side. That was once again Emma Maslink as Harrisburg goes to their bench. Soma tries to get one to go, but misses it long. One and done once again for Pierre. Emma Maslink is a 5'11" junior. Sister Julia Maslink, a 6-foot 8th grader. Emma still in there. Kaya Keegan, the 6'4" junior, is in there for the second time tonight. Govs in system here, and then a little 1-2-3 bump set spike. Campbell Cronin assisted by Addie Suma through the block and gets this one to go. 15-4, it's Harrisburg in front. Tell you what, folks, if you like real good volleyball, I mean, this is the team to watch. The Harrisburg Tigers, like to say, they just do everything right. And they have so many weapons, too. Everybody in the back row, a good passer to return a serve. Jocelyn Samuels will check out. And Avery Klein, a 5'7" sophomore, is going to come in and get a chance. Let's see, Stiff had that last one. We'll put that in the column. Avery Klein had to set a full game, and as Samuels missed one recently due to illness. Klein, the 5'7" sophomore, as mentioned. They obviously lose some size in the setter spot, but As Zachariasen serves, the Governors have two players go for it. That'll turn into an ace, the first of the night for Gabby Zachariasen, 17-4. All Harrisburg. Zachariasen gets one to Hampton this time. Grace with a pass up to Waldron, and now Cronin trying to hit one to the back corner, but can't get on top of it. Fourth error for the Govs. Another substitution for Pierre as Cronin will check out, and Allie Keys will come back in. This is her second tour of duty. Keys got a kill in that second set to break a 19-0 run to start the set. For Harrisburg, here Zachariasen misses a serve into the net. Govs will take what they can get here, 18-5. And Cronin is going to sub right back in for Keys, and then come out in place of Fullerton. I think it's Cronin's spot back where Hampton is serving as libero now. Here's Julia Masselink, and the 8th grader gets a swinging kill through the Governor block. Ellie Broers trying to defend here. A team that won a state title with an undefeated season with 0 seniors last year. They have 2 this year. Beautiful serve this time for Maggie Meister, one of the 2 seniors. She'll get the return back. Masselink will take a swing, but the Governor's block this time as Broers will get the ace block. Fullerton was there as well. Governors have had their struggles this year, but I still consider this team to be a pretty good blocking team. Ava Swenson will check in. It's 19-6. Harrisburg 6 away from a 3-game sweep tonight. Right to left, far court to near. Swenson played by Zachariasen. Here comes one from the back row. And Swenson has a dig. Now the Governors come with the swing from Schleck away, but there it is for Carolyn Leach in the middle. Leach had a big second set with 6 kills. She has 9 in the match now. Well, they've got her with 8 on the board. It's 20-6 now. Governors, again, just haven't had many service runs tonight, of course. Comes Fullerton. This one swings, and it's off the net, but it's run down by Langner to keep it in play. Masselink taps one over. Govs give it right back. System for Harrisburg, and Leach will get one out of the reach of Ava Swenson to the back corner once again. Carolyn Leach, future Augustana Viking, 21-6. Langner serves from that Harrisburg back line. Swenson will play it up. Broers runs it down. Little bump pass. Little tap away by Schleck away. Here's a big swing this time for Zachariasen. Again, a back row attack. And as Leach will check out, a fan favorite in McKinley Muntz. A 5'11" sophomore checking in, 22-6. Langer serve played by Hampton this time, and as Broers goes up, it was fairly close to the net. Broers tried to twist and get it down inside the far sideline, but misses it short. It's in the net. It was a good idea. 23-6. Shimmy off the net. Off the net, excuse me. Here come the Governors, and there's Alexis Schleckaway. Schleckaway's first varsity kill of the season. 23-7, side out back to the Govs. As Molly Olson will serve. Sloan Waldron out, Ellie Broers out. Soma back in up front. Net serve played by Meister, and the return back to Olson, but that's off the net and out of her reach, and it is McKinley Muntz who will get the kill here. 24-7, match point for the Harrisburg Tigers. And Julia Masselink able to get the serve across. This time Zachariasen is blocked back this time, but there's Maggie Meister laying out. Zachariasen again, but this time that one comes back wide. And yet again, I think on both of those attacks, Zachariasen hit one off the net. Her angles are always very good. Sometimes too good. Sometimes off the net, you get big ricochets, and that was the case here. So 8 serving 24. Match point number 2. Another block here, and the Governors will score another defensive point. This one for Campbell Cronin, her first. The Govs third. 24-9, match point number 3. Coming here for Harrisburg, it's Fullerton serving for the Govs. Langner up to Klein, out on the right side. Muntz is blocked, and as Langner tried to save it, she crosses the center line. So Campbell Cronin will get another block on this one, as that was exactly what she was trying to dive and defend. Now 10 serving 24, but Fullerton misses the serve, and this one comes to an end. 25-10, the final score goes to Harrisburg in that last one. And they get the 3-game sweep, dominating the Governors in each set. Still certainly some things I think the Govs can, at least on individual points, can make some positive notes on this one. But once again, Harrisburg just is too good at this juncture here as they win this one. 25-10 on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard in the third set. The 3-game sweep, it's 25-11, 25-4, and 25-10. Harrisburg improves to a still perfect 13-0 on the season. The Governors will drop to 5-8 as they get ready for Aberdeen Central at home on Saturday afternoon. Final score from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. And your Family Dental postgame coming up next. Postgame brought to you by Family Dental offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs. Call Family Dental at 224-7774 today.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology. There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
They make it easy. All available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or Stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Another one in the books in the win column for the Harrisburg Tigers, 13-0, defeating the Governors in 3 straight tonight. And not only that, but on the season as far as sets go, they are now 39-2. They dropped a set to a Class A power in Dakota Valley earlier this year and more recently dropped one to Sioux Falls, Washington, but they won both of those matches in 4 sets. But other than that, they've been sweeping everybody along the way tonight. They get the Governors 25-11, 25-4, 25-10. I'm Brian Oakland. Welcome to our Family Dental Postgame. Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. And, of course, the Governors have been plagued lately by long service rallies by opponents. We saw that in Huron a number of times on Tuesday night. We certainly kind of expected it here tonight from Harrisburg, but we certainly saw that from Harrisburg just the same. 3 in a row to start in that first set, and after one side out, Harrisburg got 7 in a row with, I believe that was Kokenge serving then, but 10-1 became that quick score. And the Governors, again, there were a couple of times tonight Pierre was able to put a few points together. They had a 2-point run or a 3-point run at one point in that first set. Seemed like we were trading side outs for a while, but obviously the Governors couldn't really make any headway, and Harrisburg won the first one 25-11, but then the second set, it was Kokenge serving for 19 in a row, and Harrisburg was able to get the first 19 points. It looked like perhaps a shutout was imminent, and you don't see that very often, certainly not in AA volleyball. But again, that's just how good this team is. They don't make very many mistakes, and even when they're sent scrambling, they're very good at getting passes up and finding a way to get in system and get good shots down. And then, of course, as the underdog team, the Governors in this case, try pressing. They'll try different things, and even if the Governors get in system, they did miss a number of attacks tonight. But again, aggressive misses are good. It's the unforced errors that are more bitter pills to swallow. But after 19 in a row, an Allie Keys kill finally ended that rally to make it 19-1. But of course, the Governors could not mount much of a scoring threat in that second set. They were beaten 25-4, the biggest blowout of the season for against the Governors in any individual set. After Pierce scored the first point of the third set, still it was Kokenge serving once again to an 8-1 lead. She scored 8 straight, or the Tigers scored 8 straight. Governors got another side out. Tigers scored another 6. They're up 14-2, and the third set was out of reach pretty much from there. Although, once again, individual points here and there, and with Savannah Fullerton serving, the Governors did fight off 3 match points from 24-7. But it was a service error that finished it and gave Harrisburg their 25th and final point. They won it 25-10. So on this one tonight, Governors scoring just 25 points to Harrisburg's 75 overall. So as we take a look at the stats in this one, interesting stat too. The Tigers, I have them with 13 kills as a team in each of the 3 sets. 13, 13, 13. 39 total. They'll be led by Gabby Zachariasen with 4 and 4 and 6. She'll finish with 14 kills to lead all scores. Also Carolyn Leach, the senior, with 10 kills next in line. But Harrisburg can certainly spread the wealth. Bergen Stiff with 4 kills. The setter Jocelyn Samuels with 4. Kennedy Kokenge had 4. All of those came very early in. In fact, Kokenge served first and had a 3-point run. A couple of aces in there as well. But then with Carolyn Leach serving, when they ran off 7 in a row, it was Kokenge who had the hot hand. But oddly enough, she didn't register any more kills in this match. She still finished with 4 there. Single kills for Kaya Keegan, McKinley Muntz, and Julia Maslink all off the bench. Julia Maslink, by the way, along with Gabby Zachariasen, getting early looks already. Maslink, just an 8th grader. Early looks already from even the University of Nebraska. I mean, things are so heightened at the competition level here in Harrisburg. They just do everything the way that every other program really wants to get things done. 39 kills for the Tigers, just 8 for the Governors. 3 of them come from Campbell Cronin. And then single kills for Alexis Schleckaway and Allie Keys off the bench, for Ellie Browers, for J.C. Bauer, and for Addie Soma. Once again, just 8 on that column for the Governors. Blocking, the Tigers will register 6, 3 from Kara Leach, 2 from Bergen Stiff, 1 from Jocelyn Samuels. Campbell Cronin with a couple for Pierce, Savannah Fullerton, and Ellie Browers with 1 each. So a 6-4 advantage in the block points for the Tigers, but serving is a big advantage to Harrisburg. 11-0 in the ace column. 6 aces served up by Kennedy Kokenge, 3 from Carolyn Leach, Zachariasen and Lindsay Langner with 1 apiece for the Tigers. Governors with just 4 service errors tonight, 5 for Harrisburg, but Pierre with also 15 floor errors or hitting errors, and 8 for the Tigers in that column. 25-11, 25-4, 25-10. It's all Harrisburg tonight. 3-minute timeout with more coming up. Don't know if we'll get a coach's conversation, but we will have big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics coming up next, and we'll also have your player of the game to award from Cowboy Country Stores a little bit later on in our Governor and Family Dental postgame. We're back in 3 minutes. This is Governor Volleyball.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
This is Coach Scott Nye from your Pierre Governors and the team at Ranky Gray Wealth Management, where we focus on coaching something just as important, your finances. Everyone needs guidance through life's key financial decisions and challenges, not to mention the opportunity to feel confident that their retirement strategy will help them pursue the lifestyle they've dreamed about. As you're looking for the right team to assist you, we're right up the street and ready to provide you the help that can make all the difference. Contact our Pierre office today by visiting rankygray.com.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Are you looking to make a change? A career, not just a job. Beck Motor Company is seeking a dedicated and skilled general service technician to join our dynamic team. If you're passionate about automotive service and looking for a rewarding career, we want to hear from you. 2 to 4 years required minimum related experience and or training. Flag rate or hourly options available, 401k, free individual health insurance, paid leave, the company cabin in the Black Hills, on-site gym and more. Contact Dave Lemieux at 605-224-5912 or stop by Beck Motors for more information.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Welcome back to Harrisburg, and again, in our Family Dental postgame, Coach Kerry Wheelhouse has come up and talked to us about this one. And, Coach, you come in and you play the best team in the state, and I don't think there's any doubt about it. This might be one of the best teams that we've ever had in South Dakota, the way that they've just got everything going. Even Coach Costain told me all of their sub-varsity teams are still unbeaten. It's pretty amazing what they've got going on. I mean, I talked with Coach Kaiser before this game, and she said the idea was you just wanted to come in and compete, and I really thought there was a lot of life on your team, especially early on in that first set. But the problem is Harrisburg's just so well-oiled that everything they do, they know how to get points even when it's not pretty. And, it's the unpretty ones that are even tougher to defend than the ones that come straight at you. Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Oh, you had me muted. He didn't want to hear what I had to say. Yeah, I mean, they're good. And like I said to the girls, height really matters in the game of volleyball. It makes it a lot easier to get stuff done. When you have a 6'4" girl, I said I stand 5'10". I can get fingers over the net standing. You add 6 inches to that, and you get a whole hand over the net. So when they're blocking, and we just had to really struggle in our front row, finding our rhythm, finding where we were going to go, finding the holes. We just couldn't find them. Would we have 6 kills on the night?
I had you for 8.
You had me for 8? Yeah, so, I mean, it's rough in that sense. But our back row, I mean, they really stepped it up. We always say dig or die, and they dug the lights out tonight. And picked up a lot of balls that, probably shouldn't have been picked up, but they were touching a lot of stuff. And then we had some girls that came in that have seen very little time on the court, and man, they really stepped up. Just something different, something to look, like I said to the girls, this isn't, a punishment for anybody. It's just we need a different look. We need somebody to just find that fire.
Everybody needs an experience to stare down the shots that you're facing in something like this. I really feel like the only way to beat Harrisburg is to just dig them, and until they get frustrated enough to make their own mistake. And
I still don't think they will.
No.
They're a pretty well-oiled machine. They've got some pretty good players on the other side, and they go play at a higher level too. Even outside of the state of South Dakota, they're going to go down and play some higher level teams down in Nebraska. But yeah, they're, and the thing that's hard to swallow is we're still going to see this exact same team for quite a few more years.
Absolutely. One thing about it, let's talk about Gabby Zacharias, and the one thing she does so well is just gets on top of the ball, and she gets on top of it so much that it seems like half of her attacks are bouncing off the net, and then half of those are ricocheting away from where you're set up to play. But the fact is, she's still on top of the ball. And, we see a number of things where balls will go long, and obviously you're just not getting on top of it. But it's just amazing what, reps and more reps will do and to improve a volleyball game.
Yeah, we were hitting, and then we were hitting right into their block and getting blocked pretty solid. And so then we were trying to just go over top of the block. Well, if you're going over top of the block, you can't really hit it because we're not, jumping 8 feet tall to get on top of that ball and get it down over top of the block. So we just had a struggle, in our front row, but overall, the team stayed together, and we did what we were trying to do, is come in and compete, and threw in some girls in some different situations that, it was nice to see that our younger girls can step up and play in those situations and not get rattled.
And I guess it's just experiences, and you've had some losses this year where it's been frustrating. It's been tough to take. This one, I mean, you came in and you were hoping to compete, but I think realistically, you saw the team that you expected tonight, and I guess from a realist standpoint, it's there's really nothing to hang your head about.
No, nothing to hang your head about, but, we said to the girls in the locker room, we watched a lot of them check themselves out of the game. Called a timeout. I think they had 14 points. We had 2 points, and I said, the game's not over. There's not 25 points on the scoreboard. Why are we done? Why are we not competing anymore? So we've just got to learn how to continue to stay and find that fire and be that person that's like, well, I'm ending this run. I want to get us out of here. I'm going to go and attack it. I'm going to find a way. We're still looking for some of that, and, like I said, threw in some younger girls just to see if we could get a different look.
even if you're down big, I still like the way they celebrate, big points, especially if you get a block point or something like that. And that's what makes this game still that much more fun. You might have little victories here and there. Obviously, you want some bigger victories and more to build into a real victory, but still to love the game that much and to love your teammates that much, to still celebrate little things, that says something too.
The student section, you only got 1 point. I don't care. We didn't get beat 25-0. That 1 point is something that we worked really, really hard for, and yeah, we need to celebrate it. And that's one of the things I said to them in the locker room. I said, you know what I saw? I didn't see anybody tearing each other apart. I didn't see seniors rolling their eyes when they got pulled out for somebody else, that they were still cheering on the bench. We really played as a team, and that's the kind of stuff that we've got to do going forward. Like I said, now you've seen you can play against some of the toughest hitters in the state. So we know we can play defense against somebody who's not the toughest hitter in the state, and we just got to take that and roll forward with it, learn from it, and have that confidence, especially in our back row, that like when we see Aberdeen on Saturday, hey, we just played against the toughest hitters in the state, and we dug them up. We can dig these guys up. And then just need to get that front row some confidence and get them going a little bit more, too.
Yeah, that'll be the key for Aberdeen, and a team that obviously you probably know a little bit more about. A team that's been playing pretty good volleyball. They've had a couple of bumps in the road, but they've got some good things going. They're going to be obviously a tough opponent for you.
Yeah, they're no one to sleep on, for sure. They are doing pretty dang good. They're right up there in the rankings, and they're a younger team too that has some potential coming forward. But yeah, they've had some ups and downs, so I'm hoping that we can use that volleyball roller coaster a little bit to our advantage.
All right, Coach. 1:30 on the start on that. We'll see you Saturday afternoon. All right.
Thanks, Brian.
That's Carrie Wheelhouse, the Governor head coach. Here is Governor's experienced the Harrisburg buzzsaw here tonight. Harrisburg gets them in 3 easy sets, as it turns out. Big plays of the game, a part of it. Big plays are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics. Let's hear from Hermanson's, and we're back to talk about the big ones, the big plays of the game, next in Governor Volleyball.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics, and of course there were long service runs once again, which do turn into big plays when we talk about them here in our post-game recaps. But one of the biggest service runs we've seen in a long, long time happened to start the second game of tonight when Harrisburg ran off 19 in a row, and it looked like the Governors were in danger of being shut out, which is very rare. I've seen it happen before, but not necessarily in AA volleyball. But obviously it's tough to serve 25 serves across, but the Governors ultimately got off the schneid, and they did just get 4 in that second set. But that 19-0 run obviously is indicative of how good Harrisburg is and what kind of big plays they were able to make tonight. Brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. A lot of choices. We'll go with the Tigers in this one when we give you player of the game. That's brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre, but really got to pat the back of people like Allie Keys and Alexis Schleckaway, who came in off the bench and were able to each get a kill in this one in just kind of spot opportunities. But we'll take a look at who did what for Harrisburg, and we'll give you our official player of the game after we hear from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Howdy, partners. Did you know that you can save up to 30 cents on a gallon of gas instantly when you use the Sinclair DinoPay app at all Cowboy Country Store locations? It's true, and it's fast, secure, and simple to use. Just go to your app store and download the green DinoPay app, follow the prompts, and save big money at the pump today.
Convenience from the country, Cowboy Country Stores.
Cowboy Country Store's players of the game. And again, there's so many weapons for Harrisburg. You can pretty much pick your poison, certainly with a setter distributing everything like Jocelyn Samuels does. But, obviously it's easy to go in the direction and look in the direction of a Gabby Zachariasen, who is the top player in the state, and I don't think anybody argues that. 14 kills for her, just consistent all night long. Of course, she had a service ace as well, but I'm impressed with Kennedy Kokenge and her serving. She had 6 aces tonight, had 4 kills early on in that first set, but even though the Tigers didn't need her necessarily the rest of the way. But I think one of the more complete matches individually played tonight came from 3 aces, 3 ace blocks, and then 10 kills from the senior of the squad, Carolyn Leach, 5'9" senior, the one offensive player. Maggie Meister, the only other senior. She's the libero, obviously played well, but didn't have that many opportunities tonight either. But Carolyn Leach is going to get the T-shirt from Cowboy Country Stores and River 92.7 Sports. She is tonight's player of the game, sponsored by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Harrisburg wins it 25-11, 25-4, 25-10. They head down to Omaha to play at least 3 matches against some pretty good Nebraska and even Kansas competition over the weekend, Friday and Saturday. The Governors next up have Aberdeen Central at Riggs High Gym. That's 1:30 on the first serve. We'll be on the air at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Of course, we'll have Governors soccer from the postseason at Sioux Falls Lincoln. The boys will be playing with a 1 o'clock kickoff. Justin Cowart and Chris Derry will have the call on that one. That'll be on KGFX AM at 12:30 with the pregame on Saturday afternoon. So soccer on the AM, Governor volleyball here on River 92.7 FM, and of course tomorrow night it's Governor football when the Governors go to Sturgis. Join Trent Merquan and me for the call of that one, 6:25 of the pregame tomorrow. Just one other score to pass along tonight. Sioux Falls Lincoln has swept T area as the Titans remain winless on the season. Remember, as you travel the rest of this weekend or wherever you're going, for whatever reason, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team, and they remind us that buckling up is the best way to save a life in a crash. Do it for your friends. Do it for your family. You've got some place to be. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Big thanks to William Wilson for running the show in studio, as usual, for Caleb Brozick and company for doing the live ticket thing. And video available, drgnews.com and the DRG News app. I'm Brian Oakland, hoping you join us for Governor football in our next broadcast tomorrow from Woodle Field in Sturgis. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard tonight, it's all Harrisburg, 25-11, 25-4, 25-10. This has been a presentation of your official home of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Good evening, everybody.
This presentation of Pierre Governor Athletics